Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. My name is Tobal and we are sitting in our fancy mansion just east of West Boylston. Last couple of episodes, really, well, between this episode and last, I did try to have a bit of content for you. I tried to make a couple episodes and I've been crashing like crazy. I don't know what's going on here, honestly, but I did manage to find some barrels downstairs. I brought those up and we now have some delicious purified water just by going into your crafting menu, which is the Shift 7 key. And you can basically make clean water by filling up one barrel with pool water and then purifying it with a stone fireplace. There is a type of mansion that has an indoor pool, and the indoor pool is surrounded by glass, but it's one of my favorite areas to set up because you can basically put a fireplace right next to say the pool, and you'll be able to just take the water right from the pool, clean it, and then dump it into a storage area. So it's actually kind of nice in that regards. So I did that offline, I believe. So I'm confused now which episode or what I've recorded that has been a crash and what I've recorded that's an actual episode. I don't know if it was the latest build. Now we are doing, the way this game works is you do get builds. Let me show you the launcher. I don't think that's going to mess anything up if I open the launcher at the same time. But you get nightly builds from this game if you're using the custom launcher. So you can stay up to date or even like way ahead of the curve by getting the latest and greatest. But that doesn't always mean the latest and greatest thing works. Sometimes you have massive amounts of crashing. And last night and today, I did actually find quite a few crashes in my experience. So here's the launcher. So every build, every evening, or every time they make a change to the game, they upload a new build. So this is the 8,419th build of this game. And you can always see in the change log what has been changed. And if you're finding that a build is not working for you, you actually can go back in the iteration list and pick a previous build. So I can't do anything right now because we're actually in the game, but this is the one I ran this morning. And it looks like they've changed a bunch of variables and calculations, so maybe that's what's causing some problems. So if I still have problems with this today, I'm going to more than likely jump back to something like 8411 because that was a pretty solid build for me. So we'll give it a shot. I don't know if it's if that's going to be needed or not. It was a couple crashes so far. We'll just try to deal with it and go from there. So in our mansion, and I also, by the way, I found a military rucksack on one of these creatures. Now, we are getting a bit of a negative moodlet because of it. We have filthy gear. We could wash this with some water and detergent. I just need to find some detergent at some point. Also, something I noticed that I messed up, I don't have my reading glasses anymore. I don't quite know where they've gone. So, I'm trying to run around. I do have, or sorry, not reading, but we need like prescription strength glasses. So we don't have any prescription glasses anymore, which is possibly going to cause a problem. There's another military rucksack on that character too. But what it means, I believe, is, let's just go outside real quick and do a test. So our mini-map should be what we actually see right now. Everything out of this mini-map is your memory of what was there. So if we were to drag something, it would kind of leave a trail because that's the last thing you remember in that area. So we're only actively seeing this location here. If we take off these glasses, we have safety glasses, which shouldn't help us out. Actually, can I look at what the reading glasses say? For the far-sighted, a pair of glasses for the far-sighted. We need a pair of glasses for the nearsighted. So yeah, by wearing the reading glasses, it's not helping us whatsoever. So we need something. And I'm hoping maybe in one of these bedrooms we would be able to find it. Or maybe downstairs. We haven't been downstairs too much. Hey, there's a door we can smash through. Maybe we'll have friends in here. Oh, not really. Just a bunch of random fireplaces. Okay. You know what I want to do? I did want to take a quick peek through the rest of this building. Now, our water situation has been cleared up completely by the fact that we now have a giant barrel of water. Our food situation, not as much. But I'm going to grab a mushroom fettuccine MRE. And I'm also going to get a... Oh, where did it go? Maybe it's over here. It is a hooligan bar. Where did I do with my hooligan bar? Did I drop it upstairs? I'm getting, like, confused. We've been all over this house so many times now that I'm starting to lose track of things. Here we go. Up here, maybe. Halligan bar, not hooligan bar. Goodness gracious. So a Halligan bar is going to help us break into some crates. So I'm going to apply my scabbard to hide the broadsword. And we're going to go back downstairs because there's a couple things that I might want to crack open and just take a glance at. We're not really going to be able to get a lot of these goodies just yet. Oh, hey, maybe we can... Can't I pry this open? Nice. What the heck was that? It's old machinery, apparently. Interesting. Super spooky. Just some raw materials here. Well, I wonder if we can actually clean our clothes right here. Do we have any detergent? We could mop. I don't think we could actually do anything without a bag of detergent and water. Oh, that's funny. There's actually, like, literally no detergent right now in the house. That's fine. Such is life. Okay, so I'm going to keep going on. I'm going to try to stop at the zombies that I see because I want to find if there are any glasses around. We need to get the glasses so we can see a bit better during the day. We also need to try to find a little bit more food. My goal in the short term is to raid the little town to the west, or it's actually kind of a big town. Let's go up a floor. This is a pretty big town. You can see all the intersections and the roads. So we know where all the roads are. Look how many intersections are in this town. So it should be at least comparable to Granby, if not bigger. So I want to find... Obviously, I want to find food. The other thing I want to find is a good source of volume control. Like volume in terms of I can get a push cart like you would at a grocery store. And I can start taking that around. Oh, look, there's still somebody crawling around. We'll grab our broadsword out. Actually, what's our style? Do we have a martial art? Taekwondo. Let's go kick him in the face a couple times. Sounds good. Nice axe kick to the face. We'll splatter that corpse up. But yeah, our goal is to try to find a way to haul a lot of things back to our main base. That's the big challenge, is bringing all the stuff you find back home with you. So if you were able to get a push cart, like a grocery cart, I think it's like 150 volume. So it really helps out with being able to bring things home when you're out and about in the world looting. Like this right here, which is a laundry cart. It's got a volume of... Where did it go? Yeah, this is exactly the same thing. Can we build one of these ourselves? I wonder. The nice thing is we can actually use this down here to load everything up and bring it to a stairwell, and then we could kind of like shuffle things upstairs. I don't think you can pick these things up. Can we disassemble this though? I don't think we have any skill in doing this. What would we need to even start this though? That's one thing I'm not sure how to even start a construction of like a vehicle. Start vehicle construction. Oh, nice. So all you'd have to do is have like a light frame to start this, extra light frame. So we could try to disassemble this. Maybe this would help us grind some skill up. We only would need mechanics 2, metal sawing, and strength 1. We'd have to remove everything. So we could possibly disassemble this laundry cart and even help us to pick up some skills down the road. I don't think I'm going to do that right yet. I do want to carry the cart around with me, though, because carts are pretty fancy, and you never know what you're going to find in some of these areas. I will more than likely do another run for clothing down the line, because clothing is always useful. You can use it to practice things. I'm going to pretty much take anything heavy that we find, any drinks, any food downstairs in the basement, because containers are always useful. Pretty much can get away with anything in this area, and everything can be of some sort of use to us, especially scraps of wood. We can come down here later and destroy all of these boxes, so that that would give us a bunch of extra wood that we could use towards, you know, building other objects. We'll wind up coming down here and disassembling a bunch of stuff down the road. More clothes in there. I don't think I needed that. This was a building I couldn't get out of, or a room I couldn't get out of. This is not in the most expansive basement I've been in before. There's a couple that have been better than this. I think this is the pool, by the way. This is an area that is below the pool. So maybe we just can't get into that particular location. If I remember correctly, though, there is an area that has a ton of drinks on the floor in here, right? Didn't I see that somewhere? Part of the annoyance of not having decent glasses is I'm not able to see everything on the floor. We don't want yogurt because we are lactose intolerant. I think it was upstairs. There was an upstairs area that had, in the master bedroom, I think, it had like, I don't know why, but it had like 18 or 19 bottles of liquid on the floor. Pretty awesome. When you have a Halligan bar, by the way, you're able to just walk up to a crate and press E on it to activate or to open, I guess. And it utilizes that Halligan bar that you have in order to help pry it open. So that's why I'm just able to get into everything here. A 3-liter glass of human blood. That's super, super creepy. I'm going to actually do a thing where I get the advanced inventory up and not the rock floor. Can't we put it into our... I got to do Shift D north. And then we could probably... Crap, I think we might have to do this. Yeah, here it is, the vehicle. That's what we want to do. And we'll do our inventory and then we'll just switch everything over. Perfect. Now we're empty again. We can start picking things up. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's fun to find. I don't know, it's like a big scavenger hunt. You never know what you're going to find when you go into a nice big building that's now clear of zombies and things like that. You can really take your time with it. Try to find yourself a nice bit of food. Here's some biscuits. Delicious. Dog food. Why not? We are okay with dog food. Can't be picky when you're, facing starvation. Where were the stairs out of here? I think they're back this way. Or what's down this hall? This is more... Yeah, this is all the gym. The fitness area. Here's the steps upward to... Yeah, this is the steps upstairs. So if I try to go upstairs, I can't actually drag it with us. So I have to release the laundry cart. And then we're back to, walking around normally. I'm going to continue looking around. Probably... What time is it? We're a little bit tired already. And it's going on the afternoon, I think. I want to try to get to the evening and get a normal night's rest. So we have somewhat of a decent schedule. Let's go upstairs for a bit and see if we can't find... I mean, somewhere in here has to be a pair of glasses. The most unequipped mansion I've ever seen. Here's all our goodies. That's where we're seeing a ton of extra things here because of all of our stuff in the corner. Well, who the hell are you? I'm gonna yell and see if I can hear them. I just heard somebody. It could be outside, though. Holy crap. Are you, like, hanging off the edge of... Wow, you had a Remington. Well, we'll take that. There's a zombie hanging off the edge of the building, I guess. That's pretty fancy. This is a neat little patio. I guess that'd be one way to keep yourself safe. Set up on the edge of the world. So yeah, the next couple of things I'm going to do, we're going to try to continue looking for these silly glasses that I can't seem to find. Once we have the glasses, we're going to make a trip into town with the goal of finding food and finding a cart. So we have a cart on this Z level. Failing that, I may try to look into reading a book high enough to get Mechanics 2. And then we try to make our own cart for upstairs and downstairs. I'm so surprised that we cannot find a single pair of glasses here. Oh, sure. You awkwardly had a pair of or a set of hot dogs on you. A bag of hot dogs. I will take that from you any day. There's a bit of a grindy part of the game coming up. Normally at the start, you spend a lot of time reading books. You settle yourself in somewhere. You get nice and secure. And then you spend a good bit of the game time starting to grind your skills up. Because you're going to need, certain amounts of skills in certain areas to even try to do anything. I'm just going to grab this belt and this bolt cutters. Oh, hi, you're alive. Well, you're dead, but you're moving. Let's wield the broadsword. We'll let it come to us. Fat zombie. Whoa, fat zombie, bam, bam. We'll just go right at it. I like this because you're using the sword on your hands, but you can also still use your feet to attack with Taekwondo, which is pretty cool. Taekwondo is very nice as well because it does allow you to perform blocks, and I believe blocks are based off your strength. So the more your skill is, the more chance there is for you to block an attack, which reduces the amount of damage you take on an incoming hit. So a high-level Taekwondo character can really do a good amount of output of damage, and they can take a lot of damage as well. Smith & Wesson, Full Metal Jacket. Again, no damn glasses anywhere to be found in the history of glasses. Apparently everyone in this house, in this house was just absolutely perfect vision. I'm envious and upset. We should find something in town. I just wanted to get... Here's the all the drinks I was talking about. I just wanted to find something, hopefully to give us more of a sense of where, you know, what we're coming up against as we go into town, but that might not be available to us. I'm also slightly nervous about going into town again because we've had so many crashes with it. I got it into town twice. Within the first, like, 30 seconds, I had both crashes, so I want to try to get as much done around here as I can, and then maybe we talk about going into town. And it looks like we're about done upstairs. So beyond this, down the road, and it's a much more grindy thing that I might even do off camera, but where we can go from here is to continue to destroy furniture, disassemble furniture. We get the raw materials and the points, and then we continue to start building, or continue to start. We start building our, basically our protective area here. We could build wooden walls and replace the windows. We could reinforce those. So there's a lot of options for us moving forward. A pair of sunglasses, of course. So I'm going to start dropping everything in this corner here. And we need to start thinking about what we want to take with us to the town. It is roughly evening. Is it getting on evening? I can't remember what this means. If this is early evening, or if this means it's starting to get... It is bright outside, so maybe it's actually noon. But we're tired already. I guess it doesn't really matter when we go to sleep because we could do a nighttime raid. We're already blind anyways, so it's not like that's going to matter too much. Let's see if we can get some food. Can we cook anything right now? I don't think we really can without a fire. Let's start using this fireplace. Let's grab a dresser. Let's grab a bookshelf. I think I just heard a zombie outside. I hate setting up so close to windows, though. That's the one thing I really, really don't like to do. Let's grab this table from in here. We'll grab this chair and move it into our spot here. They might have heard that. Let's see. How much noise does this make? Sound 18. It makes 18 sound when you're moving a table. Okay. Sorry, it's a little bit wonky to control the table. I'm like using all of my effort to focus on that. All right. So we'll put a little bit of a kind of a cross table behind us here. They sometimes snap together. I think it has to be... I think it's just a generic table. If it's just... Yeah, they... Oh, is this an end table? This is a... What? Counter table. Oh, so we actually do need counters in order to have that snapping effect. So let's go over here and grab a couple more counters. Oh, really? You're not going to snap? You're just going to be difficult with me right now? That's fine. So maybe the desk... So maybe like things snap together is the key here. So if we move... Say if we move this over to there. We move this... Oh, we're actually, like, having a seizure because we're trying to move the desk with a corpse on it, I think. Can we try to move the corpse off of here? Oh, sorry, ground is what we're looking for. So let's move the corpse over. Then we should be able to grab the table just fine. Yeah, okay. So this is fine. This is good enough. We can sit in this chair, light the fire, grab the bookshelf, grab the clothing. These will be 2 tables to help us organize a bunch of stuff on. So this all works just fine. I'm going to drop the crappy, nasty clothing probably in one pile. Actually, I more than likely will go through the entire place and then get a bunch of really nasty clothing down the road. Maybe I'll just keep it over here. Because we can use this to grind up like you can mass clean clothing that's been infected, or it's not infected per se. It's just been, you know, it's got a bunch of zombie remains on it, so no one wants to wear that. So you can mass clean a lot of the clothes in this game. Once you do that, you can kind of grind up your tailoring skill by trying to repair everything. Can I quick save here? I'm going to start doing that because I hate losing so much progress. Is there an autosave option, actually? Maybe that's the best thing to do. Autosave, yes. Okay, I'm going to see how that is by default, but I wouldn't mind having a little bit more autosaving because of all the crashing we've had happen. I guess I'll just break out this window. It's already pretty crappy. I can't really carry all of this. It's, well, we can actually carry almost most of it. It'll only take us 2 trips to get all of it. So let's drop everything down until we're at our volume limit right there. I will grab the backpack and the gallon jug as well. I won't try to get too much more. I just wanted to get most of the stuff into one room here so we know where roughly everything is. I'm going to go through and organize everything a little bit later on. And yes, we do want to drop everything over there. Perfect. I'm so excited about the beef. This is such a great start for us. He is facing a little bit of hunger issues. And he is... I mean, we can resolve that by going hunting as well. That's always an option. There, actually, you can go hunting in the game. Okay, maybe a couple more trips. So you can hunt animals. You can also try to find a butcher in town. They will have raw meat, so you can try to cook that. All of these things that we're picking up, like uncooked, you know, X, Y, or Z, you can actually cook most of that and get some kind of a better nutritional value out of it. So it's possible to improve a meal that starts out as garbage for the most part and your character's not going to really like. So we could try to smoke some meat. We could try to store it long term. There's lots of options there. Okay, we'll grab the rest of this, and we can't carry a canvas sack with rock salt. Sounds fine. Actually, rock salt might be really good for preserving food, so we'll come back and get that later on. But at the moment, this is all I want to do, and I want to find out what we need to bring with us. Inventory over to the ground. Yes, good. Okay, so on us right now, we have nothing. We're carrying a rucksack that's crappy, that might rip. We have our broadsword, and we're wearing armor. Every part of us, if I press the plus symbol, every part of us has some kind of coverage, right? Except for the mouth, which is not a big deal. So we have protection everywhere. Hopefully no one will bite us in the mouth. What do we want to take with us? I want to take some tools. So probably the... God, there's so much stuff here. I'm so excited about our little pile of toys. I'm going to bring the toolbox in case we want to disassemble anything. I will also bring some kind of a light amp. That's fine. We'll also grab a first aid kit, and well, that's actually pretty heavy. I'm gonna grab just a set of bandages and a bit of... How do you do less than the whole thing? Oh, don't quite know. How much does the 88 aspirin take up? Oh, it barely takes up anything, even having a crap ton of aspirin. It's just like stacked into, you know, into a bottle. The only final place I want to check is the place upstairs where we stashed the kabuko and a couple other items here. No, upstairs, not downstairs. Thank you, sir. All right, we'll grab whatever we can from here. Can we carry all of this? We sure can. All right, last trip, I promise, and then we'll be getting out the door over to the city. It is... Okay, maybe we'll take a nap and then fire the missiles. We'll drop everything off here. I will pray that nothing gets joined us in the middle of the night, because it is pretty easy for them to break through. Didn't we have a Halligan bar? Where the heck did the Halligan bar go? Oh, you know what? I know it. I know where it's at. No, we don't want to drive in the water twice. We want to go downstairs. The Halligan bar, I think, is right at the foot of the stairs here. Sorry, wrong stairs. Dang it. Also, bananas. Let's eat bananas, because they're going to go bad in a couple days. Really, we need to eat probably whatever we see here. Rotten apple. Can we get sick from this? Okay, it gave us a warning. I'm going to take that as, you know, you shouldn't eat the rotten food when it's already given you a warning. Yeah, we'll eat some bacon. That's one of the few things I don't like about this game is the nutrient requirements are pretty intense. Like, you really have to have a lot of food to keep your character happy. There's the Halligan bar. I'm going to grab some food. The MRE that we mentioned. A bunch of plastic bottles, because we can take those, we can fill these with water and take those with us. We don't really want anything that makes tons of noise, and we unfortunately do not need reading glasses. So we're going to take what we can from these, this back, the cart there. Yeah, the autosave is pretty nice. I think it only saves what's changed between your last save and this save. So it makes life a little bit easier for you, and you don't have to worry about it too much. Okay, so no, we don't want to take off our armor. We want to eat a bit of food. What's going to give us the most? Actually, we probably have to activate an MRE. Get contents of a beef taco MRE. Sounds good. God, it's so annoying to just deal all this stuff trying to cook your food. Protein drink. Water and protein powder. That's going to give us 95 kilocalories. Sure, we'll do that a couple times. Do we have extras of those? We do. We've got Sweetwater Crispy Cranberry. I'm going to batch this a couple times so I've got a good amount of protein. Would we seriously have to apply the heat pack with... Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. With the beef taco entree. At least it just immediately heated up the pack. That's pretty good, I will say. Beef taco entree, which is hot. It's got 4 servings in it. That is a lot of calories. It's like 1,200 calories in one go. We'll go ahead and eat some crackers here. We are lactose intolerant, so we won't finish off the MRE with the cheese spread. That works out. That was good amount of food. We're going to be fine on water in a second. We're going to drink some water, and then we're going to go pass out because we're exhausted right now. Clean water, clean water, clean water. Can I go ahead and actually fill... Oh, nice. Apply the rags. No limb would benefit it. Oh, okay. And we also left the bottles behind. So let's go to bed. Close some doors here. Hope that nothing's around us. Is there anything below us? What's on this tile? Yeah, a bunch of stuff. So let's sleep. And hopefully nothing's going to break through our window. In the morning, we're going to... Or I don't even know what time it is. It could be like middle of the night when we wake up. It actually might be. I think this is the light. So this might be the type of moon as well. Like a crescent moon. We have passed the heck out. Alright, so I think we're in the wee hours of the morning. Either that or it's either early morning or it's close to it. Gosh, we're already hungry again. A bunch of our food is basically frozen solid. We're just going to eat a bunch of biscuits. Biscuit breakfast. Sounds good. On the way out, we will try to keep an eye out for some food once we're actually raiding. So let's grab the toolbox. Bandages. Wait, eyeglasses. Where the heck were these eyeglasses at the whole time? Well, can we wear these eyeglasses, please? Did this help us? Pair of eyeglasses. Pair of eyeglasses for the nearsighted. Okay. Do we need to remove... Let's see how far we can see. Well, it's super dark, so I guess we can't see that well anyways. That's fine. Let's take the... I like this view better because you're able to see everything in kind of like a categorized area. Do we need to take anything else? We took off the light amp, the amp goggles, so we'll take that again. We've got a toolbox. Somehow, oh no, we have the Halligan bar. We've got a toolbox. We've got goggles, bandages. We'll drop the heat pack off and the rag. And I think we'll be good to go. This is what I'm going to take with me on our first little trip here. Let's grab a couple of empty bottles if we can. Small. How do we find this? It should be under like this, right? Plastic bottle. We're going to grab a couple bottles. We're going to go fill those bottles up with water, the clean water, so we have something to drink with us. And I think we have to do this. Bottle, refill. Really? How do we do this? To pick the damn thing up and then like refill it from like this. Oh, I guess it's frozen, so maybe it doesn't like that idea. Okay, well, fair enough. All right, let's climb out of here and be on our way. We have a bit of a journey. It's not too terribly far. I'm going to turn on safe mode, make sure that's on, in case I'm spamming my way in one direction at night. Small wooded trail and some houses. So let's head this way. We've been this way before. Like, out of nowhere. We found a zombie. Safe mode is pretty effective. It helps you, when you're doing a long journey, kind of spam a movement key. But it will stop you from running into, like, a pack of 1,000 zombies. Or a bunch of dogs like that. I think we can outrun the dog. Little bastard. We'll take a couple steps ahead. Our movement only sounds like 2 tiles away. So unless they're right in front of us, which unfortunately a couple of them already were, we should be okay. I hate dogs at night. Damn it. Fast little buggers. Let's try to climb this fence. Of course it didn't work out. Really super creepy. Let's turn on our night amp goggles. Let's wear our night amp goggles here in a second first. Turn these on. See how terrifying everything looks. Okay, so our vision is much improved. Before, without the goggles, I think, everything was super short. So we can see all the way... You see how big the square is compared to if I take off the glasses? Yeah, we can only see this far. So it is more useful to wear those glasses. They are helping us out. Oh, shit. That's an actual wall. Slow down to a walk here. Trying to get around these buggers just so we can continue on with our adventures. We're walking. Okay, we're good now. So unfortunately the batteries are going to run out pretty quick, so I have to kind of use them a bit sparingly. We've only had them on for a couple of seconds and they're already starting to run out. Cool. We have the halogen bar, which let us kind of sneak in the house. So we're going to turn these off. What are we looking for again? A bunch of good stuff, right? No, we don't really need beer, to be honest with you. Maybe I need to be doing this in the daytime. It is really, really dark. I've always wanted a pasta extruder. I wish we could find a watch to find out what time it is. Okay, we could wait. We could wait around. Might have helped to bring a bunch of batteries with us too. Oh, lovely, a graveyard. Thrift store could be fun. Thrift stores always have kind of interesting things in them. The nice thing about this is if we're being fairly quiet, we can get away with quite a bit. Nice. We can actually get more batteries here with the night amp goggles. The night amp goggles are amazing because it doesn't interest the zombies that we are making light. They won't be attracted to it like they would. I think they are attracted to a flashlight. So it's very useful to explore at night. However, like I mentioned, we are burning through the midnight oil, so to speak. Let's go back to the road and see if we can't find a couple more buildings and see if we can find a grocery store. And of course, there's my crash. Whenever I start getting close to the city, guys, I've been crashing like crazy. Luckily, we've had autosaves on, so I don't think this is going to set us back too terribly far. I'm already at a natural wrapping point anyways, though, but I do apologize. These 2 episodes have been a bit shorter than I wanted to be, but the crashing is a bit intense. So I may have to give Cataclysm a bit of a break until I find a nice stable build, and then of course we'll be back. But I wanted to at least give you a couple videos. I do love this game, and I want to continue it, but, you know, crashes are going to be a big pain for us. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode of Cataclysm. Crash Days Ahead. Take care.